Welcome back, everybody, to ACG, where we're just a couple gamers. It's your boy Smooth, and we are back with another episode of War Elite. This is episode 53, entitled VK, the Secret Gaming Community. And I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering, what the heck is VK, and what does that have to do with War Elite, or the game itself, or just what does that have to do with anything? Well, that's what we're here to talk about today. And I know it's been a while, War Elite fans. I don't want you to feel like I've abandoned you. Things have been kind of crazy lately. But one thing I can tell you for 100% certainty is that, my co-hosts, Ashy Bashy and Smash, and, the rest of the people over here at ACG, we have your best interests at heart, and we are going to get right into things as quickly as possible. Listen, first thing I got to do is what I always do, and I got to get this link into the community. So if you guys just give me 1 second here, we should have Smash and Ashy Bashy joining us here soon. Hopefully, let's go ahead and run this up here into the community. All right. There it is. Alright, and let's tag everybody. Yes. Alright, guys, let's get right into it. Alright, so first things first, I do want to talk about some of the things that are going on in the game right now. Probably no big news to a lot of you, especially if you're a veteran player. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and go straight into the activity. So you have the arms race. So it says the goal here, increase technology power, use 1 minute speed up research, or purchase gift packs. You're going to go ahead and get your points that way. Of course, you have your Wheel of Fortune going on. That's never changing. Always going to have your Wheel of Fortune. Don't miss out on your opportunities to get them free resources and legendary shards. Let's see here. What else do we got? We have the advanced preparation going on. Increase your power. I mean, all of these events, they go hand in hand with each other. Levy resources, levy banknotes, easy stuff here. Then, of course, you can exchange your merit rewards. Let's see. What is this? Increase power again. Guys, you got a lot of different things here that the developers are implementing, have implemented a long time ago, to give you guys tons of rewards for just basically playing the game, right? You even have Flourish and Thrive, for especially in the new servers that just opened. Server 9 is open, so those of you that are over in Server 9, you're definitely going to be taking advantage of the Flourish and Thrive. And as you're upgrading those boss office levels, you're going to get awesome rewards like the expanded construction formation, which is kind of crazy because I thought that you could only get another construction queue if you bought the $5 subscription, basically. So that's very cool to see that. I like that. 50% off coupon for 30 days of your gold subsidy provides a one-time 50% off discount when purchasing the 30-day gold subsidy. Interesting. I don't remember seeing that either. So correct me if I'm wrong. I could definitely be wrong. That's interesting there. Okay. You got 800 gold bars here. You got 24-hour levy speed up. You got another 100 gold. Another just 300 plus another 500. It's like 800 and I don't even know. That's a lot of gold there. Very cool. Okay, what else we got going on here? Anything? You got your daily deals like usual. Your best selling packs. None of this has changed. Okay, let's go ahead and get right into things. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me just double check something here. Let me see here. Give me a second. I think there was some confusion on the part of myself, maybe? I'm not sure. Uh, okay, I'm not really sure. But yeah, okay, guys. So we're talking about the VK app. I'm pretty sure it's an app. I don't know if it started as a website. But the thing with the VK situation is this: I didn't even know it existed. When a friend of mine told me about VK, my first question was, "What is that?" Right? My second question is, how did it become a thing? And immediately when he told me that it was like a gaming community that was similar to Facebook, I'm like, well, how do I not know about this? Like, I feel like everybody should know about this, right? I mean, if you're talking about anything that's gaming related, gaming is worldwide. I had no idea that there was actually anything out there in the ether that was a gaming community that wasn't worldwide, that wasn't worldwide known. You've got your Line app, you've got your Discord, you've got your WhatsApp, you've got all of these different apps, and I had no idea that it was a thing. So it was total news to me, and when I found out about it, I wanted to know more. And the more I dug into it, the more I started to find out. I was very intrigued to find that it is mainly used by Russian players, and I guess it became super popular, during all the sanctions that they were putting Russia through when everything started happening. And so, yeah, I guess it pretty much saved gaming, or at least the majority of gamers that were gaming over in Russia or I guess Ukraine, and just all of the neighboring areas around there. They all basically use VK. So interesting, that I didn't really hear anything about this until the war broke out, maybe about a year after the war, and then I started hearing VK more and more often. So yes, I want to make sure everything's good. So once I started looking into this, and I made an account and I joined it, that's when I realized that War Elite has its own sector of Russian players, or just players from the areas around Russia, that all use this gaming community. And it's crazy to think that, even though it is mainly Russian used, that with all the Russian players, that we would not have heard more about this. And so the first, thing I started to ask was like, why did I not hear about this sooner? Why is it that, it's so hush hush? I don't know that it is. I don't know that it is hush hush. I don't know that it isn't. But there's definitely some mystique behind it. So I wanted to find out more. One of the things that I found out was that it's basically just like Facebook. But there's a lot of gaming companies use this as a platform to push their games to players outside of the U.S. It says, during sanctions, VK provided a vital platform for Russian game developers and players to maintain a communication and community engagement. It really helped so that gamers could continue interacting with each other, and despite all their international isolation, many developers leveraged VK to distribute their games directly to users without reliance on the Western platforms, such as the ones that we use today. The platform facilitated discussions and support amongst gamers navigating challenges posed by the sanctions imposed on Russia during the war. It's just crazy because, VK has remained a key player in the Russian gaming ecosystem. I don't know how long before the war started that players started using this app. I would like to know its origins. Does it have an origins that's closer to Discord? I'm not really sure. Give me 1 second here, guys. I have to see something because this is really bothering me now. Did I give them the wrong time? Oh my gosh, we were supposed to do this at 9 o'clock. Oh my god. No. I messed up. Yeah, yeah, so we were definitely supposed to do this at 9 Eastern, not 8. That's the type of time I've been on here lately, guys. Oh, I've been so stressed and frustrated lately that I ruined my own gaming schedule. That's crazy. Anyways, yeah, so this whole VK thing, personally for me, I feel like it should get more light, even from players that, you know, are not in that area. Like, even if it's just, you know, players in the United States that want to, you know, join VK, see what it's about for themselves. Because honestly, for me, when I joined it, I liked the way it looked. I didn't really see any huge differences between like our Facebook and it, and it actually had a lot of really cool features. One thing that I can say is that I don't know if it has to do with like the developers not being able to get certain items to send out to these players or what, but I do know that they have their own specific rewards sometimes. For instance, if you weren't on VK, you couldn't get like a certain skin. It was like a tag or a title or something like that. I don't really remember. I just remember it being like a certain reward. So there's certain rewards that are given to the players on VK. And so again, I don't know why that is. I don't know if I don't know. It's such a mysterious thing to me, even now. And you know, I have friends that are on VK and stuff, and they've never had anything but good things to say about it. Now, my question is how do you maintain a player base on VK if the rest of the world doesn't know it exists, right? The question that I would pose next would be, how do you keep your player base active if you're not bringing in people from the Western Hemisphere, right? Because it is so multi-language, so many multi-languages on Discord and Line App and stuff like that. And yeah, there is sometimes translation issues, especially on Discord, but still, you have people from all over the globe on these social media platforms. It's not just, you know, like VK, where it's got mainly Russian players. Like, there's got to be something going on there that I'm not seeing. You know, do the gaming communities die quicker on VK than they do on other social media platforms? I don't know. But I just thought of something really fun that we can do. We can ask ChatGPT all these questions. So let's go ahead and ask ChatGPT a little bit about VK. Do VK gaming communities dwindle or die out faster than other social media platform gaming communities? If so, why? Alright, that's the other thing I love about ChatGPT, man. They will give you answers immediately. Alright, so it says the VK gaming communities may dwindle or die out faster than those on other platforms for several reasons. The platform VK is more regionally focused, primarily serving Russian and nearby audiences. See? I don't know. If users shift to global platforms like Discord, Steam, VK communities can suffer. The second reason, content saturation. The abundance of gaming groups can lead to oversaturation, making it harder for specific communities to thrive. Number 3, political and economic factors, including sanctions, can limit engagement and discourage international collaboration, impacting the community growth. And lastly, user-based dynamics. Younger users may prefer platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and other broader appeal leaving VK's gaming communities less vibrant. While VK remains a significant platform for Russian gamers, these factors can contribute to the decline of a specific gaming community in VK. So all exactly what I thought. I hate that. I really do. I don't know if there's anything that we can do, on the Western side of things. If we can help this gaming community out, I'm not sure. Let me see something else. All right, so just in case you guys were wondering, and I know I am too, I'm going to give you guys your answer. Is it hard to download VK? What steps do I need to take to access VK? Okay. Downloading and accessing VK is generally straightforward. All right. Here are the steps. Open your app store, go to Google Play Store, or they have it on the Apple Store. Search VK, download the app, install, or get button. Once installed, open VK. Just like that, easy. Okay, for your desktop, visit vk.com. VK primarily operates in Russia, but you can change the language settings to English in the app. If you encounter access issues due to your regional restrictions, consider using a VPN to connect. So there could be issues, but definitely use the VPN if you do come into contact with issues. I feel bad because I told Smash and Ashy Bashy we were doing this at 9 o'clock, which we were supposed to. And I was supposed to do my other live stream at 8, so I feel horrible right now. And I was really, really hoping to have these guys on. So shout out to them. I apologize so much, man. It's been crazy lately. It's not just curiosity, I think, that's killing me about this VK issue. I think it's been the war itself. I want to know what's going on the gamer side of things. What parts of Russia, are unscathed by everything that's been going on. Are there certain, cell towers that might be an issue? Are there, because for instance, I had a guy come into one of the Discords I was in earlier asking, hey, I want to buy packs, but Google Play won't allow me to buy the packs because of the sanctions that are going on in Russia. This guy was a Russian player. So I want to know, what is going on with this? Are they going to lift the sanctions soon? Are there ways around the sanctions? Can you still buy packs if you're in Russia? Or can you still buy packs from an American-based gaming company if you're in Russia? What if the gaming company is in Taiwan or something? Then are their sanctions the same? What exclusive things are going on VK that we don't see or get to see in Discord or other social media platforms that we use? I would love to know all of these things in particular. I think the other thing too for me is part of the curiosity is I have made really good friends with a lot of Russian gamers over the years. Whether it doesn't really matter. I mean, every game I've played, I've came in contact with really cool Russian players, and it kind of makes me sad, man. It kind of makes me sad to think that if things don't turn around soon, we may lose that. Like that's the future of gaming may be divided, and it's so crazy to think that that's where we've come to. That's where this has come to, where you can't even play a game with your Russian friends anymore because of things that are just outside of your control. And then the other thing too is, what about these gaming companies that created games? Hey, shout out to Smash. We got Smash in the live chat. What about these gaming companies that are based in Russia, but they have games that are mainly American. I mean, for instance, almost every game I've played is somewhere over in Asia. But the main general group of players are English-speaking Americans. So it makes me wonder, like, what happens then? What happens if it's a Russian company and they're based in Russia, but their main player base is in America? What happens then? Were they crippled because of the sanctions? Were they immediately they just couldn't make any more money? Because one of my games that I've played the longest, they are in Russia. It is a Russian gaming company, but you can still buy packs here in America. So I don't know. I don't know how any of this is working. Let's ask ChatGPT, because I feel like we're gonna get some great answers. If a game company is based in Russia as of 2024, but its player base is mainly American players, what is the outcome for that company as far as revenue from American players? Question mark. Can players in America buy packs in a game that is based in Russia? Question mark. Hey baby, can you possibly make me coffee, please? Please? I'm dying over here. Take that as a no. Oh my gosh, bro. Alright, here we go. So we got some answers here. Outcome for revenue. Payment processing issues. Due to sanctions and restrictions, payment processors may not facilitate transactions from American players to Russian companies, limiting the revenue. Currency fluctuations. Changes in exchange rates could affect pricing and profitability, potentially making purchases less appealing for American players. Market adaptation. The company may need to adapt its payment methods, potentially using alternative payment systems that are accessible to American players. If American players encounter difficulty or delays in purchases, they might turn to alternative. Major payment services like PayPal and credit cards might block transactions with Russian companies due to sanctions. The company may need to ensure that its in-game store is accessible to American players and complies with international payment regulations. If direct purchases aren't feasible, players may look for a third-party seller or platforms that facilitate such transactions. In summary, while there are potential for revenue from American players, various logistics and regulatory hurdles could significantly impact the company's ability to effectively monetize its player base. If a Russian... An American player wants to buy a pack in... Oh, no, it's not what we need. Hold on. I was right the first time, sorry. If a Russian player wants to buy a pack from a United States-based gaming company, is that possible? If so, what steps would they take to make this purchase? All right. Ensure that the game and its in-game content are accessible to Russian players. Some games may have regional restrictions. If they don't already have one, the player will need to create an account on the game. It says use international card that supports cross-border transactions, such as Russian cards that may work. Some Russian cards may work, but many might not due to the sanctions. Consider using payment services like PayPal or Skrill, others that might support transactions from Russia to the US if available. Use a VPN, select desired pack, proceed to checkout. After purchase, check for purchase. Yeah, there's not a lot there, guys. Which again, that's sad because they're already facing so many difficulties in that region of the world right now. That these things like games like this, they really make you forget. They help you forget about the hardships that are going on around you, right? It's what we do. It's why we play these games, is to escape, right? And so it's crazy to think that you can't even fully escape if you're over there in that part of the world because of things like this. That does make me sad. The other thing that really makes me sad too is, most of these players, they're not adults. There's a lot of players that are teenagers, high schoolers. Like they're just wanting to do something and engage with other players and have fun and maybe make a purchase or two to kind of. It makes me sad, man. I hope we get to a point in society where we can say, forget all of this, forget all of it, and let's just all be in harmony and play a game together. That's just crazy to me that's where this has come to. But if you guys haven't tried VK, you guys haven't downloaded it, definitely do that. Pop your head in, look and see what you see that's different. Maybe you can tell me. Maybe you guys play a different game that I'm not familiar with. Let me know. Are those VK gaming communities thriving? Are they dwindling? What are you guys seeing? I had somebody tell me recently that the War Elite VK is it's not as active as it was, and I don't know why that is. Honestly, could be a lot of reasons. I'm just not privy to them, but I would love to know exactly what those reasons are. And I just want to get to the point where we can have Russian players in our Discord, we can have American players in the VK, we can have all this, and we can just coexist. We can not not have to worry about not being able to play games with each other. That's just crazy to me. Crazy to me, guys. There's very few Russian players that I've met over the years that did not leave a lasting impression on me, in a good way. And hopefully in the future we will see some bridging the gaps between us and them and that side of the world. And I think it's a beautiful thing that we have platforms like this to talk about stuff like this, and otherwise you guys might not know VK even existed. I hope that some of you do download VK, and I hope that some of you do get into some of these gaming communities, and you can come back here to the live stream and you can tell me about some of these experiences that you might be having. So maybe you met a Russian friend or a Ukrainian friend, or I hope it happens. I hope I live to see the day where all of this goes away and we can get back to normal, because it's starting to become like I can't really remember what it was like when things were just normal. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys do your own research. I hope you guys look into it. If you guys are Russian players, feel free to stop in and say hi. And I do apologize to, again, Ashy Bashy and Smash for, starting the live at the wrong time. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Until next time, y'all. Peace.